host, Mells with Superficial Gallery, and welcome to episode 12 of 31 Days with the King. This is a short series dedicated to all things Stephen King, with a daily upload on one of his works. We'll try our very best to incorporate his most popular titles and short stories, along with some of the ones that are lesser known and maybe not as popular with his fan base. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with the pick for today, which is The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. So as you can tell, this is a little bit of a shorter novel. It was an easy one to get through, okay? And it is a novel that I actually enjoyed more than I thought I was going to, oddly enough. When I first read the synopsis of this story, I thought, this is kind of a weird flex, but okay. I started it and I was immediately just drawn to it. Now, the interesting part of this story is that King writes it from the point of view of a 9-year-old girl, and perhaps that's why I was so drawn to it, because I myself, believe it or not, was once a 9-year-old girl as well. So the story is about Trisha and her family. They go on a hiking trip. She's with her mom and her brother, and her mom and brother are fighting about her parents' recent divorce. She's just kind of over all the talk about it, so she goes off. I think she's gone to use the restroom perhaps, but then she gets kind of lost in the woods, and then the kind of crazier things start to happen. Like I mentioned earlier, it is a little bit of a shorter novel, so there's not a lot of meat to the story, but the story we get is a very interesting one. So she's lost in the woods, and she's starting to kind of what she thinks is hallucinating. She's imagining some supernatural things, which I'll leave that as sort of a surprise in the book. It's very short, so it's easy to spoil. I don't want to do that. But the best part that I found in this novel is that she has a major crush on Red Sox player Tom Gordon. Now, he is a real baseball player, and he really does play for the Red Sox. Please forgive me, I don't know that much about baseball, so I'm not sure if he still plays for the Red Sox or not, but he is in the novel, and she kind of calls on some inspiration from Tom Gordon himself to help her survive her being lost in the woods. What I find very kind of funny, and as always, there's got to be some personal element to King himself in his novels. And if you know that Stephen King is a huge Red Sox fan, he's got a couple of novels we probably won't cover during this series, but a couple of novels that I would suggest you read because they're pretty fun. Blockade Billy is one of them. The other one is Faithful. Both of them are about baseball, and both of them are kind of love stories or love letters to the Red Sox. So, again, it's a shorter novel, easier to get through. If you prefer to listen on Audible, it is on there, and it's a really, easy listen on that as well. Of course, I wouldn't be me if I didn't show you the absolutely adorable photo of him in the back of this book. So we get the King himself in his Red Sox shirt with a baseball bat over his shoulder, kind of pointing off in the distance. I assume he's in stadium. It is just like the cutest picture of him that I've probably ever seen. And I think I probably say that also on every single one of my videos, but I really mean it this time. He's just got like a boyish little, thing going on in this photo. Super cute. So one thing I do want to say is this will eventually have an adaptation to it. Now, it was started a little while back with George Romero up until his passing, and I believe in August of this year it was kind of picked back up and started into the production again. So hopefully we'll get that soon. I'm very interested to see who they're going to cast in this adaptation. It's definitely one I'm looking forward to. So everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon ride we went on today. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but one I think that you would enjoy if you picked it up and started to read about it. As always, please subscribe to Superficial Gallery. Hit the bell to get notified when new content is published. Like the video, comment below if you've read the story. Let us know your thoughts. We're also taking requests. We've already done one so far. A couple of videos back, we did one for Katie with the Green Mile. And we've got a few more in store later in the month. So if you're having, the want or the need to have one of your favorite Stephen King works covered on this mini-series, you can comment that below as well, or tweet me at MellsBells84 out in the Twitter sphere. We'd be happy to include it in this month's 31 Days with the King. Everyone have a fantastic night, and I will be back to haunt y'all tomorrow. Bye. Aww.